What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Aries gang? Gang, gang. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Aries gang? Gang. They can't hang. If they not. Aries gang in this thing. What? In this thing. Aries gang in this thing. What? In this thing. Aries gang in this thing. What? In this thing. Aries gang. Gang. What up, though, Aries? So welcome back to Aries Vibes Only, the channel that is dedicated to all Aries placements, my darling high vibrational Aries. And if you are not an Aries and you came here to spy on somebody, get your ass in here, sit down in the back, and don't touch nothing. Because this is a channel that is dedicated to high vibrating Aries only, my darling, okay? Like, I'm just saying. Why everybody trying to find out what's going on in the Aries life, okay? But they creeping Aries. Yeah, they think you sleeping Aries. They creeping Aries, but it don't matter. We revealing what is hidden, Aries. They creeping Aries. Yeah, they think you sleeping Aries. They creeping Aries, but it don't matter. We revealing what is hidden, Aries. But it don't matter. We revealing what is hidden, Aries. All right, we got a what's hidden message this morning, okay? That Joe song, Where You At? Just that song popped on as soon as it popped in my head as soon as I was starting your live energy, and it's giving a vibe of there is someone who you have blocked out of your energy, out of your space, out of your life. Heavy potential love interest, or just someone that you love, someone who you have a heart connection with. They want you to call them. Someone is doing things intentionally to get your attention. They're doing something to get your attention. Someone wants your attention real bad. Who is this? We just gonna kick it off. We gonna start this off, right? Got some bad in the house tonight. We gonna start it off. Like, let's call them out. So what signs is this, Aries? Doctor said I only have 4 weeks. So someone may have some health problems, okay, as a confirmation. They could be having some health problems, some physical health problems, emotional, mental health problems. All right, so we got Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini. Give me 2 more. Libra, 1 more. Yeah, it's some manipulation. They doing things like to get their way. And then Scorpio. Those are the major placements. That don't have to be their placements, but those are the major placements. Wait, let me keep those cards out because it's energy I'm supposed to read. And then I see the 7 of Swords when I cut the deck with Aquarius energy, okay? This is giving this vibe of, with this Magician coming out in the reverse, someone using sneaky tactics to try to get something that they want. Ace of Swords in reverse. So the Magician in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse is very much so giving manipulation. It's very much so giving I'm lying. It's very much so giving I'm trying to change the energy or the vibe to get your attention of some sort. And then the Hangman in reverse. You very much so, Aries, have someone pressed right now. You got somebody pressed. You got somebody pressed. Because they don't know what's going on in your life. They don't know what's going on in your mind. Okay? And Aries, you just out here chilling. Well, what's really going on? Okay? You just out here chilling. And this person, they, oh my gosh, you got strength in reverse. It's like, it's something about you and your energy, or them not knowing anything about you. It makes them feel like unworthy of some sort. So Aries, you've been real secretive, Pooh. You've been real secretive. With this Magician reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, and the Hangman in reverse, this is very much so giving that energy, that person of who, whatever we're tapping into, they're very much so pressed and they're trying to find sneaky ways to go about to get what they need, but they're not getting accurate information. This could be someone very much so trying to trick someone to give them information about you. So they contact your mama or your daddy or your cousin or something because they like, let me go around the way I know they connected to them. So let me connect to them in order to get in good to connect with them. But they don't know that you don't even really mess with a lot of people no more. So even if they are reaching out to people right now, trying to be on this manipulative energy, Aries, you've been ahead of the game to the point where you cut off literally so many people and energies that they can't get information from anyone. And if anything, you probably have given different information to different people. With the Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords also gives the vibe of you being very intentional and smart with how you move. Like a puzzle, okay? So you have this Tower energy that's coming out right now with this Six of Cups. This is some type of past connection, yeah. Then the Three of Swords. You're bringing a tower to someone who felt like they knew you. I'm hearing, I used to know you. I used to know them. Someone is very much so feeling the tower. King of Swords energy with Gemini and the Devil. This is someone who's used to having their way. They're used to being able to have control over certain things. They're used to being able to talk their way out of certain stuff. I'm hearing Papa's got a brand new bag. This King of Swords and the Devil energy also is giving the vibe of you learned from the best, Aries. You started to learn from how people were moving around you. So in a way, it's kind of like you're giving people back what they've been giving you this whole time. And now they can't take it. It's like, because they're used to you popping off, right? They're used to you being the one who you quick to do certain things, share certain things, you know, straight to the book, right? And they will take advantage of that and manipulate that and manipulate you to act out in a certain type of way because they knew how to control your energy. And you are such an open book that it's like you are being honest and, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? Authentic and things of that nature. But they would use that to their personal benefit. Okay. Hey, Paul. How you doing? And they would use it to their benefit, right? And it's like you peep game. And now you're hitting them back with the same things of what they did to you. Okay? I'm happy you were able to catch a live. I was just saying I needed to have a... You've been here for a minute too. Hey, Paul. Hold on. Okay. Who, Aries? What's going on, honey? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, Five of Wands. Someone thought they could use what they felt they knew about you. This gives the vibe of like, you know, let me look at the textbook definition of an Aries, but they didn't realize they were dealing with an evolved Aries. And you got to this evolved energy because you learned from how other people were moving because you realized what they were doing and how they were doing it. So like it could be people who were trying to use your weaknesses against you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to use your limitations and things of that nature against you, but you peep game with the Moon card. They can't get too much past you. Five of Scepters and the Five of Swords. They could have even been trying to just like mentally mind fuck you is what it's giving. But Aries, what this person tried to do to you is what they're going through right now. Someone is going through a current subconscious mind fucking session. Okay? Literally. Someone is going through a literal subconscious mind fuck. You got the Moon card, the Five of Scarabs, which is the Five of Coins, and the Five of Swords right now, okay? This is very much so giving stuck in my head in a way where I thought I knew life and I thought I understood everything, but now I'm realizing I don't. And the same tricks that they tried to put upon you is now happening to them. It's like it's backfiring. But you didn't have to do any return to senders. You didn't have to do any return to evil eyes or none of that. It just naturally happened because of how strong your energy is right now. Aries, you've been out here casting protection spells and you ain't even realizing that you were casting protection spells. It's something about how you've been changing up your routine. You made some changes recently in your daily routine and your daily practices, and it shielded you. It's like you put up a natural shield. You literally have invented a new spell and you don't even realize that you did that. And some of you all, you hear that, you may hear that aspect of a spell and you're like, oh, a spell. No, this is the vibe of how you perceive the energy and communicate the energy and put it out. That's also the aspect of casting a spell in some way. You casted a protection spell. So your actions of what you've taken, the steps that you've taken have been guarding you from something and you didn't even know this attack was coming. Like, Aries, I hope you really see, like the Aries who I'm reading for, and I told y'all through these past few messages that I felt like I was going to be called to start doing the readings more and more because I felt y'all energy getting to this state of like X-Men energy, like to this space of an evolved perception, 10 of Pentacles, of you are building, Aries, and you've reached this state of building that you've never been at before. Okay? You've never been in this space before. You're entering into new territory, but this new territory is definitely very abundant and very prosperous for you at the same time. But the 7 of Swords, and that's why you're getting this energy coming in as like, it's not even really a warning because you've peeped game. And once you peep game, you can't get fooled again. What was that? I always think of that recording of former President Bush when he said, there's an old saying in Texas, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me, you can't fool me again. Okay? Like, you fool me one time, okay, cool. You a fool for doing that. Okay, you a fool for doing that. I pity the fool that tries to trick me and fool me because you can't do it again. You tricked yourself out of heaven. That's what this is giving. This is giving someone who tricked themselves out of heaven with the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Someone tricked themselves out of an abundant connection with you, an abundant relationship with you, because they gave up of some sort. They gave up, they gave in, they gave up faith of some sort, I'm getting, Aries. Or someone could have gave up on you. 9 of Wands in reverse, someone could have just been like, you know what, I'm going to just set this down and go pick something else up. And you're just like, okay, I peep game. I see your loyalty is not at my level. You know what I'm saying? Your loyalty, you ain't loyal how I am. And you clocked someone's T. And you started moving accordingly because of the T that you clocked. And because of you clocking that T and you moving accordingly, this person is getting hit with the same thing. They were hoping, they wanted you to chase and act a certain type of way. They wanted you to act a fool. They wanted you to catch them and call them out on their bullshit. Okay? This is giving the vibe of someone who wanted you to be triggered because it then boosted them of some sort. But you're just like, you know what? You want to trick yourself out of heaven? That's cool. I'm going to be in heaven by myself. Because I was already living in heaven. You were the visitor. You were the visitor. And I was being nice to invite you over for dinner because you just moved into the neighborhood. Okay? But just because I invite you in for dinner that first time, how you deal with that interaction is going to depend on our interactions thereafter. And when we think about Last Supper energy, okay, you only had to have one supper with a person to realize that they may be the one to try to poison your food. So why would I trust this Seven of Swords trying to come back now? It gives very much so an opportunist. It gives very much so, I don't have what you providing, so let me come back. So Aries, this is giving a vibe of, if you do let an energy come back, you need to make sure you are well compensated for it, okay? It's giving a non-refundable deposit, and whatever that non-refundable deposit is, okay? But in this energy, I don't even see you seeing it being like worth your time, you know? But let's pull on that. It's giving like a Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot. Okay? Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. And you gotta think, even in the street context and the professional context, when people see somebody as a threat, they got to try to knock off their competition. So they're going to try to find a way, how can I get in to knock off this competition? And you need to be very aware of the people who want your spot or who want to be in your space. Not just work with you, but they want your spot. And it was certain things in certain spaces that you were being shielded from until you were protected. And this individual is given heavily that this individual was one of them. Page of Swords in reverse. Someone trying to get information, but not for the right reason. Someone trying to understand and learn things, but not for the right reasons. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse is very much so giving the drop of your defenses. Okay, so to get you to drop your defenses, and if your defenses are dropped, it makes me think of, y'all know I'm an avid Pokemon player. I love Pokemon. And once you some moves, they weaken your opponent. You know what I'm saying? And each time you do the move, they get weaker and weaker. Even like it gets the damage gets greater and greater. This gives a vibe of someone who was hoping that your defenses would get weakened a little bit by little bit. But the whole time, you've been building and getting stronger little bit by little bit, okay? You've been getting stronger little bit by little bit, literally. Nine of Pentacles. Aries, this is giving a vibe of you need to keep just focusing on your stability and your money. Because what's hidden is that you have someone around you who they didn't choose correctly, or they chose to ignore you or put you down or deny you, like rejection of some sort, and now they want to be back in your orbit and into your space. And if you got time to play a little game, play a mind game with them. Get a non-refundable deposit and then evict their ass. Okay? If you want to be compensated for the things that happened, play some psychological games, 911 on the time. I'm just saying, they play with you, okay? Get a non-refundable deposit and whatever that means for you, and then evict their ass. Okay? Now you're even. But that's if you want to be the villain and return the favor. Not everyone wants to be in that space, and that's totally fine. But that's for the Aries who are deciding to learn how to be a villain now. Because a lot of people were trying to make you out to be something that you never really were. They tried to make you out to be a monster. And some of you are just like, you know what? Real monsters. I'm going to be a monster then. Okay? Straight up on Roman's revenge type of vibe. Three of Pentacles is giving the vibe of, let me show you what I learned in therapy. You know, people think therapy is just something that people go through to just come out and be kumbaya. No, therapy teaches you how to balance out your light and your dark and understand why you do certain things. It's not always saying, oh, you shouldn't do this. It's you, at least I know why I do it. So when I do it, I'm very intentional when I do it. I'm very intentional when I hurt your feelings. I know why I'm hurting your feelings. I know I'm hurting your feelings. And I'm not going to feel any type of way when it's done because I released that anger and you needed to hear it. Now I can go eat peacefully and sleep peacefully. And that's why a lot of people be stuck in their heads over people, because they don't be getting out what they really be wanting to say. So the other person sleeping all nice and good, and you up here wondering what they doing and how they feeling and what's going on here, because you ain't get out the words your spirit really wanted to get out. You ain't cuss somebody out like your shadow self really wanted to do. So now you're the one who's taking it all in. Versus if you would have just got it out, you would have been good, right? So it's a time and place for everything. It's definitely a time and place for everything. But this Three of Pentacles, this Hermit, the Sun card, and the Ten of Swords, I'm hearing never let them see you sweat. Okay? Never let them see you sweat. Hey, Pooh! Never let them see you sweat. The Hermit card, the Sun in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. There's someone that you needed to let see you sweat. So even if you are sweating, they don't need to know that you're sweating. Okay? Or if you ain't sweating, let them think you are sweating. People don't mess with you when they think you ain't got nothing to offer them. Okay? They don't mess with you if they think you ain't got nothing to offer them. And I mean, that's the way of life, right? So can you be wrong or upset at that? You got the Power card coming out with this Nine of Wands. It's giving a vibe of some type of power play that's happening at this time. Or a power move, Aries. Either you're getting ready to make a power move or a power play. Is giving checkmate. So it's giving a vibe of one of your pawns have made it to the other end of the board and you've created another queen. Aries, you create another queen on the pawn board. If y'all haven't already, and if you're enjoying the message, make sure y'all double tap the screen for me to like the video. If you're watching the replay of the video, make sure you like the video and thumbs it up. Thank you. Aries, this is some type of like, you're creating a new queen on the board. It's something with this crescent moon. The next waxing crescent moon. You got the Ace of Disc. Aries, the Aries who I'm talking to, on the frequency that are on the same frequency of this reading, I'm hearing that Cash Doll song Power in my head. You're unlocking another level of power, and it's giving a raise. So you could be getting a raise at your job, or starting a new position at your job, or starting a new position in general. It's giving manager position. It's giving leader position. It's giving leader position, okay? Thank you to the 12 people who've liked the video. If you could double tap for me, please. Thank you if you haven't already. If you claim this energy as your energy, go on and double tap the video. This Nine of Wands with power and the Ace of Discs coming out, I can't get over a power play. And this looks like an arrow with an airplane on it. You know, Aries, you need to prepare yourself for people who's going to be upset at seeing you happy. Okay? And this vibe, you're about to go through a level up of a power play, and it's going to bring more haters. It's going to bring more haters who don't want to see you grow, who don't want to see you evolve, who don't want to see you expand of some sort. But you got to realize, when you ignore them and keep going and just focus on the ones who do, those who are hating, they're going to get their demise. They're going to get the same demise that that they wanted for you to get. So they want you to feel unappreciated, but they're the ones who's really going to be feeling unappreciated in their life. They want you to feel like you're unloved. Once you separate yourself from them, you're going to realize they're the ones who feel unloved. So you also need to realize that people treat you how they truly feel. So this is also a message that you need to hear with this power up and this Ace of Disc energy, Aries. As you evolve and grow, you need to know that people treat you how they see themselves. So for example, I asked people to like the video. It's 12 people, but it's 30 people watching it. The other people who are not liking the video, but they're taking in the energy, they're lacking that same energy that they refuse to give me. And that's why they refuse to give that to me in this space, because they lack it. So it's giving that vibe. Like, you need to realize why people do things, why people move a certain way. Don't allow it to hold you back and pull you back. Because you have to realize that when you focus on the energy that's given to you that's reciprocal, you keep expanding. And that's where this power and this Ace of Disc energy is coming from. Because the true power players, they know how to network and work together in a reciprocal energy. They're not truly separate. That's the aspect of businesses and companies having stock available for their company. Same thing. So Aries, you're stepping into a new ranks. It's like, so for example, if you were in a space with people where it's like crabs in a bucket mechanism, right? You're stepping out of that space because your mindset has stepped out of it. And you're stepping into a space around other individuals and things of that nature who are in like this expansive way of like, we're not in competition of this way. We work better when we work together. So this is giving reciprocity when it comes to, because it's multiple wands on this card. So that's giving the vibe of the multiple wands increases the power of the wands of each wand. And then that affects the Ace of Discs, the growth, the expansion, the value. And it's like the value of all who are involved. You know what I'm saying? Aries. Let me pull this card to confirm what I'm feeling. It is. Oh my gosh. I literally was about to say, Aries, you about to take over shit. And look what just came out. The Two of Wands, Domination. Aries, you are about to start taking over shit. So what you need to realize, when you become a threat, they come after the threat. So think about the famous Aries, Billie Holiday. When she became a threat, the FBI started planting people to come and follow her. They started planting people like fake false lovers. Okay? Like they started doing different things to try to throw her off and not allow her message to be what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't allow that to affect you. You can't allow it to pull you back. Same thing where we had the COINTELPRO movement. Same thing with this domination, Aries. You need to realize a lot of things are put into place in the structure to shift you and your energy. And you need to make sure that you are in control of that and you dominate that energy. You dominate the power plays. You dominate what is being attempted to be thrown at you. And how do you do that? By learning how to use their energy against them. You learn how to use your opposition's energy against them. The same energy they want to throw at you, you learn how to utilize your perception and your words to throw it back at them. That's the return to sender. It's not a candle and all that for real. It's the intentions and the mindsets and the actions. So it's not about any doing anything. It's about living in your authentic energy and purity. So many of you all have been sitting here trying to be Mother Goose when you're supposed to be giving that karma back. You're supposed to be speaking that shit back. Why should you be the one to sit here and have to internalize the foolishness? No, go on and take this foolishness with you that you just tried to implant here with me. You're going to take this back with you. It ain't sitting with me. Not in this house. And so with this domination energy, Aries, you're in this space where you're learning how to not hold the weight of everything that has happened to you and been done to you, but you learning how to turn it around and throw that shit back out at the people who tried to put it on you. You get what I'm saying? You don't internalize their actions. You don't internalize how people move and why they move. You have to realize that that's only happening because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. Because anytime we see something in someone else that we love, is because we also harbor that. And so we want to connect to it and allow them to see it because we see it, because we have it in us. So you can't be upset at someone not seeing your beauty or someone not seeing your dopeness. They're not beautiful. When you're not beautiful, you can't see beauty. When you're not dope on the inside, you can't tell someone else they're dope because you can't recognize it. You can't support someone when you don't even know how to support yourself, when you're not supportive of yourself. So Aries, you got to look at how people move in the smallest terms and don't allow the things of what people do and how they move to integrate and infiltrate into your mind. Most people, and you're going to notice as you keep going along in this flow, most of those same people that you're looking at of a certain way, they not even worth the air that you breathe, Pooh. If you really knew their conditions, you wouldn't even let it affect you. So Aries, this is giving the vibe of you getting out of your own way and not feeling like you have to create an archetype. Your archetype is there. Your archetype is created. Your archetype is your aura. You need to just live it unapologetically. And with this domination, that's why someone is feeling like it's better to work with you than against you. Because they feel like, for example, we're going to bring Billie Holiday back up again because she's the Aries. How the agent had to infiltrate to get her trust. Okay? The agent had to infiltrate to get her trust. Okay? You need to know how to utilize energy to the point where that type of shit don't get past you. You throw it back. You notice the signs. You play it to your benefit till it ain't a benefit no more. And whatever you do, watch out for them habits. Because, you know, the Two of Wands is Aries energy. Y'all see that Aries symbol on there, right? Two of Wands is the Aries energy. So you pulling that out with the Ace of Disc and the Nine of Wands, which is the power. Aries, stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. You have the Hierophant and the Warrior of Swords coming out. Because Aries, you're on a mission from the higher power. You have a job. You have a job to do. And you got to realize the job of karma, of the higher power, is sometimes sweet and it's sometimes sour. But when it comes to your current role, walk in it authentically. Somebody don't like how you show up, don't show up around them no more. Somebody don't like how you talk, stop talking to them. Someone feels like you do too much, don't do anything else ever again around them. Don't tell them what you're doing. Someone doesn't want to support you, why do you got to update them on what you're doing? Someone's always negative, why are you giving them so much of your time? You're on a mission. You have a job. And that's why these energies want to come back around, because they know the only way in is in. So this is giving a vibe of someone faking their growth, someone faking their knowledge, someone faking where they're at to get in. But Aries, this season, you're looking at the fruit now. You're no longer that person, oh, you can grow with me. You got to be at a certain place. You got to be at a certain place. The growth school is closed. Okay? The growth school is closed. This is action now. These are the people who sit. I'm sitting with people. This is what it's giving, Aries. Your energy is like, I'm sitting with people who are talking business deals, who's talking real estate, who's talking farming, who's talking advancement. I'm not sitting with people who's still trying to figure out the basics. I've gotten past the basics. I've gotten past planning out my life with Legos. I'm actually drawing out blueprints now. Okay? You have energies of people who want to learn how to emulate your energy so that they can come in. But in reality, they don't deserve a seat at your table. So Aries, this energy is given a vibe of you need to sit with yourself, and just like how, they have job descriptions and, all of that for people to apply the requirements. You need to sit with yourself and say, what are the requirements for your table, for people to sit at your table? But then also be honest with yourself and say, do I emulate all of these things? So all of these requirements, where's my water? All these requirements that I'm saying that people need to have to be at my table. Am I all of these things? And if you're not all of those things, that's your call for that to be your focus at this time. To focus on becoming those things. To focus on being those things. I need my water. Whew, I need to order some more. I think I only got like one more bottle left. So I'm getting the requirements to sit at my table. Aries, create those requirements. Anything else hidden? The Three of Wands. Exploration. More Aries energy. You literally are pulling all your energy out. Exploration and domination. It's time to expand. It's time to expand and enlarge your territory. I just heard is a new sheriff in town. Some of you all may actually be looking into getting into politics. Like, you're really changing your energy, changing your circle, changing your interests. Okay? Very evolutionary. Like, you're not around people who just talk about certain things anymore. You want to be around other conversations now. This is beautiful. And that's what I have for you, Aries. And as always, always be real, always be true. Oh, this ain't, baby, I'm thinking it's my main channel. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do, okay? But they was creeping, Aries. Yeah, they thought you was sleeping, Aries. They was creeping, Aries, but it don't matter. We revealed what was hidden, Aries. But it don't matter. We revealed what was hidden, Aries. My Aries, that's the vibe. Thank you for being in the tribe. If you like it, then subscribe and hit that like, because we live, 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 live. Aries, always be real, always be true. Whatever you do, make it do boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, see y'all later, Aries.